Okay, so obviously I have claimed in my previous videos that Arsenal are going to win the league by March. But let's analyze, let's see why I have said so and am I delusional. Let's just analyze it by predicting Arsenal and Manchester City's next 10 fixtures, and then we'll see where we are actually. And given that I feel like Arsenal's fixtures look significantly harder. If you look at the names: Tottenham, Chelsea, Villa, Liverpool, Bournemouth, while Manchester City just play Newcastle, they play Fulham away. They don't really play any big teams. They play Chelsea, but they don't really play another big team. They have to play Sunderland home and away, which can be tricky, but you'd never know. Like they can also fall off. So it will be tricky to see what happens, but let's start predicting. And I feel like we also have to take in account the Champions League positions. Both Arsenal and Manchester City are comfortable. They have been doing well in the Champions League, so don't think the squad management issues will also come here. But obviously, I feel like Manchester City do have a thinner squad. They have a young left back who they cannot replace unless Guardiola shifts to that position. They do have issues in the right side of their team. Basically, like they have a very strong left side, Doku and Haaland in the middle, and Nico O'Reilly and Nico Gonzalez, etc., etc. Whoever they play, but you cannot rely on Foden, Savinho, and Matthew Nunes, whatever his name is, and whatever the right side of the midfield is, because you don't find defensive solidity as well as the attacking prowess you need, the killer instinct you need. There are not enough goals from that side of the pitch, and obviously, I think I'm going to have it very tough if I don't figure out how to manage this board. But it is what it is right now. Let's predict the fixtures now. I think Tottenham at home, Arsenal should win this. This should be a 2-0. Okay, I will need to do better, and obviously not a good experience if anyone is watching this video. But I feel like Tottenham versus Arsenal would be 2-0. I think Newcastle away. I don't. I strongly feel that Manchester City will be very good at home this season, but they might struggle away from home. Newcastle away. Newcastle are obviously 14. They are not having the best of times, but against on the big oppositions, they always stand up. I feel like this. Generally feel like Manchester City will lose this one, like they lost the Aston Villa game, because that is the kind of side they are. They are very good at home, but even when they came to Emirates Stadium, they had to sit back. They couldn't compete against the crowd, and I don't feel like they have those sort of players that can compete with like obviously the prime Manchester City did not care about home and away. Everything was the same for them. They played their football, they won the games. But I feel like this side, there are young players, there are players who don't are playing out of position. There are inconsistent attackers, like Doku is not your regular goal scorer. So when you are put under pressure away from home, there are not enough reliable players that can pull you out of that momentum that the opposition home team has. So I feel like that is why they struggle a little bit away from home. I feel like they might lose this one 2-1. Maybe I am wishing for this, but I genuinely also feel this. If you would have asked me to predict Chelsea away from home, Arsenal, I don't feel comfortable whenever we go to Chelsea away. Even in seasons we were doing well, I don't think I've ever thought that, oh, this is going to be an easy fixture. So I feel like this could be a 1-1 draw. I feel like unless we have all our players back, then we can win as well. And I don't want to be that fan who predicts all wins, because if I am a fan, I would want to win everything. So I might end up being very delusional with my predictions. Leeds at home, obviously, I would expect a 3-0 smashing here. Brentford at home, also, I feel like Arsenal would win this one easy. Fulham away is again difficult. I feel like Manchester City will struggle against the pace power of Fulham. I feel like this can also be 1-1. If you actually look at Fulham, they have a lot of attacking talent and they are very physical. Manchester City can find it very difficult to handle it away from home. I feel like they will drop points. Villa away can be very difficult for Arsenal. They are also doing very well, but I feel like somehow do feel like this Arsenal side has more attacking forward. So I do feel like we can tackle with it, but you know what? Like I see a lot of wins here, so I will go and predict a draw here as well. This could be a 2-2, but I do genuinely feel like we are going to win this. Uh, you know what? I will predict what I feel. I'm trying to be too fair here. I think this could be a thriller, but we'll end up scoring more than them. This could be a thriller. Sunderland at home as well. I feel like anyone at home, Manchester City right now seem to be the favorite, so they'll win this. This will be a tougher game than the Leeds one, obviously, but I think they are going to win this. Wolves at home. You just go with the 3-0. Crystal Palace away again. You see these Newcastle away, Fulham away, Crystal Palace away, all physical sides who are really good at home, and it shows the strength of the Premier League that every away game is difficult, because every away game, even Leeds away, would be much difficult more than Leeds are also very good at home, but they are not that good away from home. So, and all the relegated sides that have come, they are showing a little bit of character more than what the previous seasons promoted sides showed. So I feel like Crystal Palace away as well. I don't feel like they are going. I genuinely feel like Crystal Palace are going to win this 2-1. Everton away. I feel like this would be much tougher than what I feel like this should be. I think we might need to do something like we did against Sunderland. But this I feel like we are going to win 3-1. In the second half, we are going to score 2 goals and then eventually win the game. West Ham at home. West Ham have actually improved and it is not as easy as it used to be, but I still feel like West Ham at home should be easy. 3-1 should be a 3-1. Brighton at home, I feel like the way they play, they do not adjust to the opposition. So away from home, they are always terrible. They should be a comfortable 2-0 like it was in the Carabao Cup. Nottingham Forest away. Nottingham Forest away is should be easier than all those fixtures. I feel like they will end up winning this one. I wrote 2-1 here. I mean, like they are away, so it should be 2-1. But because we are predicting Manchester City, and when we go against them, we have to write like this. I don't know. It is confusing, but it is what it is. 3-1. I think Nottingham Forest away also they should win this. They should keep a clean sheet. I mean, someone will score from Nottingham Forest. Gibbs White will come up with a goal or a header from nowhere. Villa at home also, I feel like if I'm predicting a win away from home, I'll predict a win at home as well. And this should be much more comfortable. Sunderland away is again difficult. You saw what they did to Arsenal, so this could also be very difficult. And even if I thought that Manchester City's fixtures are looking much easier, I'm predicting more results against them because I feel like they are more vulnerable to away games. You can predict this one as a draw. You can predict this one as a draw, but if you look at other games, Arsenal should win them. I predicted for this also draw. This is also a fair assessment. It is not delusional. So I feel like this and this can be a draw, but for Manchester City, I feel like this is also looking like a 2-2-ish draw. Then Bournemouth away could be very difficult for Arsenal, and these fixtures are in in the span of 13 days. These will happen in the span of 13 days. I have written 13 days. I can For some reason I'm not able to show. Let's focus on the board only. So yeah, 13 days these fixtures are on the span of, so this could also be difficult. squad wise. So going away at Sunderland when there are so many fixtures, unless and until Sunderland have a lot of injuries themselves, you might feel like Manchester City will find it hard to cope. This might be a Wednesday night game or something, and you will find it difficult to go away at Sunderland. Bournemouth away can be similar, and you know what? If I predicted all the wins, maybe I'm predicting a 1-1 draw here, and this will be again like this is where I don't know if Bournemouth will keep on slumping or pick themselves up and get into form again. But I feel like they will be a stable team who are good at home. At this point of time, they'll stabilize themselves again. Right now, they are slumping a bit, but they'll stabilize themselves again and come back. Chelsea at home, I feel like Chelsea are also a really good team. And at this point of time, if Chelsea have Palmer back and they have all their players back, I feel like Reece James will be injured by then, and they will also be having very all those issues with the fixtures, so they will also not be at their best. So I feel like Manchester City will win this 2-1. Liverpool at home. I genuinely feel like Liverpool at home, if they this would be 8 days into the transfer window, so maybe they'll bring Guehi or better their defensive pairing. But I don't know. This Arsenal should win against Liverpool at home. This could be a difficult game if they have a defender. They have bought a defender, but if not, this should be very easy. And I feel like yeah, Arsenal at home. I am expecting Arsenal to win all their games at home right now, given their attackers are coming back. Even if Gabriel is injured, I don't feel like it would cause that much trouble, given that we have Calafiori, we have Hincapie, we have Mosquera, Saliba, so we have enough. Even Ben White can play the centre back position, so we have enough in the centre back positions to keep up with it. And if Gabriel comes back after 2-3 weeks, then he'll obviously be playing these fixtures. I feel like Odegaard can be back from here, and a lot of players, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke, can be back from here only. So you will have a fully fit squad, and hopefully Arteta can rotate them nicely. Brighton at home again. I think Manchester City should beat Brighton at home. This could be a smashing. They could smash them. This could be a 4-0. So now if we calculate, then Arsenal will I have predicted Arsenal to drop points in two games, 1 and 2. So they'll be dropping 4 points in the two fixtures, in the 10 fixtures I have predicted, which is a bold prediction. Obviously, I am expecting Arsenal to keep going on and improving. So that is why I have predicted this. I have predicted Manchester City to lose this one. I have predicted them to draw against Fulham. You can even make this a win, but I genuinely feel like they draw 5 points. Then I have predicted loss here, 8 points. I have predicted a draw here, 10 points. I have predicted all wins. So I have predicted Manchester City to drop 10 points. Now, even if you feel like this is delusional and Arsenal drop 7 points, they'll still be 7 points clear of Manchester City come January. And I feel like that could be a very big deal in the title race, and that is why I feel like Arsenal are going to win this title race very comfortably. And if this doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But I generally feel like if Arsenal have all their players back, they are going to go on a run and just walk through the league without a fight from anyone else. So unless Liverpool wake up and go on a run like the 35 game run they went on, I don't think it is going to be possible for anyone to catch up to Arsenal right now. And tell me your predictions if you think I am delusional, if you think I am very going too bold as a fan, and tell me if you want to tell me what you will predict. How many points will Arsenal have after 10 games? How many points will Manchester City have after 10 games? And if Liverpool can come back in the title race. So please give me your predictions, and Yeah, sorry for this, but I am trying to let. I'll have to sit and think what sort of setup I need here so that I can show the board properly, etc. So until then, I'll come up with another video. Premier League is back this week, so we'll have a lot to talk about. For now, bye.